Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Jason over here at Signature Esports, and we are live at virtual Iowa for the Saturday Night Fever Gander Mountain Trucks series. Get my voice. I have a little bit of a sinus thing going on, but we are here to broadcast and get things ready to roll for you. While we wait for qualifying to finish up, take a look at what we're doing over at Signature Esports with the NASCAR Cup Series. And the Signature NASCAR Cup Series is up and running. First race is going to be up this week. This Wednesday is going to be qualifying, and then Thursday we're going to have the Taro by Kim Daytona 250-mile race. That's going to be a lot of fun and full field in effect. Brandon Fronopole won the Clash at Daytona, so he is going to sit on the pole. We're going to have live qualifying on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and qualifying is just finishing up right here with the Saturday Night Fever Truck Series. Looks like Matt Lovett is pulling in a fast time here, so we're going to see how things grid up and line up. As I believe they're going to start loading in. There they are. Matt Lovett's going to have the fastest lap on the track. He's going to start in the pole position. There he is in that 41 machine. Donald Wooten in the 015 is going to start on the outside of him. Matt Lovett, 0.2 of a second faster than second place, so he's got a screaming truck coming up. Moving on back in the line, the 317 of Jim Edsel and Kevin Haas. Kevin Haas, let me make sure, I think it's Haas, but I want to make sure I get it right, is going to be row 2 for you, third and fourth spot. Go back to that. Sorry about that, guys. Jake Elrod, the number 14 machine, and that Go Bananas Black Horse Auto Transport Toyota is going to be on the inside, row 3, with Ryan Dipple on the outside in the 181 Kodak film. Looks like Chevy, that's right there. Moving on back on the line, the 04 of Jonathan Edsel and CJ Anderson in that 32 machine. Morningstar Chevrolet that he's got going on there. Moving back on the rest of the grid, you're not going to be able to see them because they didn't qualify. But we're going to have Josh Klinger back there with the 13 outside of him as well. And then it looks like the single 4 of Mr. Wallace is going to be out there starting at the back of the field. So waiting for everybody to grid up. But looks like we're going to have a little bit of field going on. And they're going to go green flag racing here very shortly. Right here from Iowa. A little bit about where we're at. There it is, Iowa Speedway Gander Mountain Truck Series. We are with the Saturday Night Fever Gander Mountain Truck Series couple more weeks left, and in the season, and then they're going to have a little longer race season coming up very shortly. Relative update whenever they come around. Iowa is a wonderful track to be a part of. I appreciate everybody out there watching on all of the platforms. Twitch.tv/Signature Esports. Signature Esports on Facebook, and Signature Media Esports Broadcasting on YouTube. Coming around, lights are off on the pace car, and yeah, we're going to have some fun. There is the Truck Series, this mile-long track, mile-and-a-half long track right here, Iowa 2. You see the corner back there. They're coming around the backstretch right there, leveling off. Going to tighten up and get things going. That's what's going to happen. Pardon me for the little break right there. All right, so the pace car is going to go off on pit road. Matt Levitt's going to be right there out front. And a little field going on, but still a lot of racing. These trucks are a lot of fun. Green, 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 says the flag carrier, Fred the Flag Man up there. That's what I call him. 41 out front. There's the 05 of Donald Wooten. Gets a little loose right there. He's going to lose some ground. Whoa, really getting loose. Buried it hard into the corner. Donald Wooten right there collects him. Ooh, just, he's real shaky, real loose right there. Hopefully he can get himself back up. There he is. He's getting back up on the track. Had a fast lap, so maybe he can catch that time back up, get back up there with the rest of the race, rest of the truckers out there, the racers out there. There is the 41 of Matt Lovett out front by 0.6 of a second over the 317 of Edsel. These trucks are going to take a little bit of time to wear in. Oh, there he goes. The 04 gets around. Caution's going to come out. And just in time, as you see the pace car coming out, and they're going to have to check up right there. Trucks are real slick already. They're going to have to make sure that they get those tires warmed up before they really push it hard. Once they start pushing it, especially down hard on Iowa, it's more of a flatter bank. So they don't have the turn to carry them. They're going to have to use a lot of wheel. Some drivers, especially in the Truck Series, like to run the high line or the mid-high line for Iowa, which is going to be in that third hash mark. But often that wears your tires a little bit faster. So we will see how this stuff plays out as things continue. 130 laps is what we're going to run tonight, and this guy's getting a little bit slick already, but we will see what happens. Jim Edsel back there. He is going to be first car off the lead lap. Jake Elrod on pit road as we speak. Jonathan Edsel on pit road as well. The 04 who turned around. They get 2 fast fixes, unlimited tires, and the fuel is set to make them heavy. 317 of Jim Edsel is going to be restarting second. There is the 3 of Kevin Hayes out of Indiana. Caleb Lum and the 13 machine out there, and the 181. Ryan Dipple is going to be your top 5 right now, according to the standings, according to what iRacing tells me. Speaking of iRacing, right before the broadcast, my renewal came out. If you're not a part of iRacing, make sure you go to iRacing.com and check out their subscription package. Comes with a bunch of tracks and a bunch of vehicles right away to get your rookie license underway. You can put my name in the referral section whenever you want to do it. And there are promotional codes out there that you can get. I believe it's half off your first month or something like that, or $5. I think that's out there. Check out those promotional codes. You can go to iRacing.com and they have them there whenever you sign up. And if you don't know my name, Jason Followell is it. We appreciate you all out there watching. I like the referrals. I appreciate you guys putting my name in for those whenever I mention it. iRacing.com, one of the best simulators on the market, and of course where we broadcast. Speaking of broadcasting, there is the 41 of Matt Lovett. Let's see. We might just let him sit out there with that Texas Toyota for just another stint, and if it goes back to caution, we'll bring him in and talk to him about the first part of the race, regardless if he's in the lead or not. We'll talk to Matt Lovett, and a little later on, we're going to talk to Jake Elrod, and quite possibly we'll pick a new driver that we haven't seen. Jackson Wellman was on the marker right there. We'd like to see him in. All right, we are under caution, and I need a sip of water. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Lights are off on the pace car, and we're going to go back to green flag racing in just a moment. As you see the 317 of Edsel, he is right there to the outside of the 41 of Matt Lovett. The number 3 is right there behind Lovett. We're going to see how the restart goes. It was a little slick getting going in the beginning, but someone who moves himself up to the track pretty fast. There is Josh Klinger back there in 6th. He started in the back, and he's going to restart back there outside of Ryan Dipple in the 181 Kodak film machine. Pace car is going to dive off, and you're going to see him go back to green flag racing here in just a moment. And there is the pace car, 41 right there. And waiting for the green flag. 41 gets a nice jump. Waited as long as he could. But there is the 317 of Edsel. He's going to have to follow that line. And some close racing back there in 2nd and 3rd. Oh, someone gets into the wall right there. There was, I think that was the 13 of Caleb Blum. Tagging the wall, trying to come out of the turn. There is that Highline Groove on the upper portion of the front stretch. This long D. It's a curved front stretch and a straight back stretch. You see it right there. Lap 9 being completed right here at Iowa. I like Iowa. Iowa's a lot of fun when it comes to not just the trucks, but I like driving into the Cup cars as well. Josh Klinger up to 5th. You see him back there. There is Matt Lovett right there as well. He is your race leader. Lap 10 being completed. Fast laps as we're going around this mile-long speedway. Speaking of Josh Klinger, there he is right in front of the 181. 181 looks like he fell back about 3 spots from where he restarted. I'm sorry, he fell back a spot from where he restarted. Klinger trying to use that low line right there. There's the 13 and the 3 in front of him. Donald Wooten making moves. He had that unfortunate mishap when he started. Didn't get his tires warmed up, but he is now passing the 0-4. He's right behind Jake Elrod. There's Jake Elrod. Very hard. Almost 3 wide racing right there on the front stretch. And it is going to be 3 wide racing right there. Ooh. 0-4 getting right to the rear bumper to the 0-1-5 of Donald Wooten. Donald Wooten passing people like they are just in his way. Right behind Jake Elrod. Going to make it interesting. The 0-1-4 trying to use that low line coming up into the front stretch, but Highline speed's going to be the factor here. Going to get that cut on Donald Wooten right there, and he is going to come down to the backstretch in front of the 015. So the 04 getting a spot back right there, right behind Jake Elrod. Midline working for Donald Wooten, though. He is running consistent laps. There is Josh Klinger on the inside. You see all that tight pack going. 17 and a 317, the 181 and the 13. That is all tightly bunched. So Klinger getting some space out there. There is the 317 of Edsel, of Jonathan Edsel out there. He is running his laps quite nicely. Klinger up to third place. Jim Edsel in the in the 17. He is, sorry, Jim Edsel is in a 317. Let me take that back. And then Jonathan is in the 04 back there. Jake Elrod on a move right now as Matt Levitt has a 2.5 second lead out over the 3 of Kevin Hayes. And Josh Klinger there in third, trying to move his way to the front. There is the 317 right behind him on his tail. 14 of Jake Elrod looks like he is making a move as well. So 2 Black Horse Auto Transport vehicles trying to make it work. There is the 13 of Caleb Blum out of Florida. As the 04 is moving his way up the field right there. A little shake and bake happening. Close, tighter racing going on in the back. As the 13 trying to use that middle line as his line of preference. Ooh, gets a little checked up in front of the 14. Causes the 14 to have to hold very, very high. 14 comes down in front of the 04 and trying to get in front of the 13. The 13 seems like he was just kind of slowing up a little bit. That shock top Ford F-150 out there. 14 of Jake Elrod in that Toyota coming down very low. The 015 of Donald Wooten using, a little bit right in front of him. Nice slide job coming in from Jake Elrod. There is the 13. You see him right there. But right now out front, lap 19 being completed by a whole bunch. 2.6 seconds out over the 3. There is Matt Lovett commanding the lead. Coming around on the front stretch to lead right here at Iowa Speedway. Tire wear going to be a huge factor for everyone here, so we're going to see how things start lining out as everybody starts completing their laps. Matt Levitt, that fresh air out there, that clean air right there on the hood of his Toyota is going to be not having to struggle much. 3 seconds out over the 3 of Hayes. I'm going to say Hayes, Hosko, Jackson, getting Jackson Wellman out there. Yeah, Jackson, I don't know if he missed the start or something happened right there, but Jackson's name up there, but he hasn't completed a lap yet. So we were hoping that he was going to be a part of it, messaging me about trying to get involved in the league, and he got himself registered with Mr. Elrod earlier. There is the 3 of Hayes. Klinger about 1 second off of him, and the 317. Looks like he is not far off of him as well. There is the 317 right behind the 17 of Klinger. And closing the gap as you're going to start seeing the faster line being determined. The 317 carrying a lot of speed in that Chevrolet right behind the Toyota. And they are doing fantastically after that quick little caution that happened earlier. There is Jim Edsel. There it is. Currently fourth, and you see the speeds that he carries. Gets right to the back bumper of the 17. 17 looks like he's being conservative with tires. Lap 25 being completed right here. Virtual Iowa iRacing at its best. Battle for 5th position right here. 4th and 5th, or for 5th position. I was right on that one. There is Jake Elrod trying to clear the 181. 181 gets into the wall just a little bit. And little right side damage for him as they come around to the front stretch. There is the 04 going to use that momentum of the 181 as they come around the front stretch of hitting the wall, losing that speed. He's going to be right there, a little slide up in front of the 181. 14 of Elrod going to use that higher line right here. And gains the momentum on the backstretch. 04 coming down to clear the 181. High line working for the 14. Oh, the 04 gets right into the nose of the 181. Holds on to it. Hard racing event happened right there. That was quite almost scary for, I'm sure, whenever he came across the nose. It's like getting a nose job. They break it, and then you have to fix it, and then, ugh. Anyway, 14 out in front of the 04. That is for 5th place, and then you see 7th through 11th back there, 7th through 10th back there. Doing a great job. Back up to our race leader, 4.5 seconds out over 2nd place. Running a clean line, Matt Lovett, right there into turn 1. And then the 3 just now coming across the start-finish line. So you see about a quarter of the distance in between the two vehicles. 5 seconds now as Jim Edsel is about a 1.5 seconds off of 2nd place. He passes Josh Klinger. The 317 right there past Josh Klinger for 3rd place. So the 17 out there to have a little bit of fun and save his tires for the long run. Mr. Brian, I have an allergy thing going on right now. Yes, I don't feel as hot as I normally do, so absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody out there on Twitch. I will continue to do what I do no matter what happens. Untouchable Mike, appreciate you as well. You're absolutely fantastic. Sid Wellman out there for Jackson Wellman on Facebook. We appreciate you. But absolutely love what I do, and I'm not going to stop what I'm doing just because I have a little bit of a sinus thing. So nothing a little Claritin and a good night's rest won't clear up. So, and then I'll be right back at it again. Let's see where we at. We got a broadcast on Tuesday for the No Limit Thunder Series. They have a recruitment races going on right now to recruit for Season 2 to make sure that they have a full lineup. There is one of those drivers that's back there in 4th place, Josh Klinger. He's going to be moving up to the Pro Series and having a fantastic time doing that. So the No Limit Thunder Series getting underway, and they'll be back underway in a couple of weeks. Full time for the schedule, along with the Pro Series for the No Limit Thunder Series, No Limit Racing Series. And lots of good things happening there. Lap 34 being completed right here. And Matt Lovett out front on the backstretch. 6.4 seconds. Making sure I'm not getting all that back there. Mr. Daryl Paget out of Australia watching me out there. Appreciate you, buddy. And Brian Curry, nope, don't have that nasty little word that's in the chat. If I say it more than once, they flag your videos, and I don't like that. The 2319. I don't have the 2319. There we go. We'll start using that. And for those who are Disney Pixar fans, 2319 is code name for something else. Matt Lovett out front. I'm going to take a vocal break. Be right back with you. Speaking of No Limits Thunder Series, there it was right there. They are moving away from the ARCA Chevy Malibus / ARCA cars, and they're going to go over to these truck series. So that's going to be the entry-level series for that group over there. And I'm just happy to be a part of the Saturday Night Fever group. This group might actually be joining our platform here in September. I believe that's what's going to be. Bradley Jacob Dunson out there, my favorite Alabama's finest, saying Matt Lovett is cheating as he passed the 32 of C.J. Anderson to put him a lap down. And he is approaching Donald Wooten, Brandon Wallace, Caleb Blum, and Ryan Dipple. Very, very quickly. Lap 40 being completed. Appreciate all the chats out there. Appreciate everybody watching. Continue to watch, share, start a watch party on Facebook. If you're out there on YouTube, give us a like. Hit the notification bell for subscribing. And let me throw up our overlay real quick. You should be able to see that here in just a moment. It's got all of our handles. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram, Facebook. If you want my Snap code, well, I'm sorry. I only use Snapchat for those stories that people put out there and to promote photography with my actual business. Signature Esports, though, is growing, and I can't thank anybody enough. Tuesday night recruitment race, Mike, is going to be No Limit Racing. It's going to be an open session, I believe. It is Dega. We're going to be at Dega. Talladega is where that race is going to be at. And then I believe the week after that, they're going to have another one on Tuesday. It's going to be broadcasted live, of course, both nights. Tuesday night is going to be the night for the No Limit Thunder Series. Mondays is going to be the No Limit Pro Series. So 2 nights of No Limit Racing, and then the rest of the time we're going to have a lot of fun and do a bunch of signature stuff. We got Signature Whelen Modified Series coming up very shortly, here in a couple of weeks as well. I think September we're going to start the Street Stock Dirt Series. That's what we're doing as well. There's a lot of things happening. We were teaming up with RRO. Donald Wooten getting in front of the race leader a little bit right there. Didn't know which way he was going, but the race leader goes on high on the outside. Donald Wooten clears him. And the 015 from second to 1 lap down. And C.J. Anderson completing his pit cycle as the 41 gets 46 laps complete. And Donald Wooten out there is going to be doing a great thing. So here pretty soon we're going to be broadcasting pretty much every night. I don't think I'm going to have a day off. And I'm okay with that. Got some help coming on Tuesdays with the No Limit Thunder Series. We're going to have the VP himself, Mr. Michael Woolley. He's going to be broadcasting with me. And on top of that, make sure you, if you like entertaining stories and the best of men drama, go to the No Limit Racing podcast. That happens, I believe, every Thursday or every Friday now. Go to YouTube to be able to watch that. And then on normally tonight was going to be our first night for the Signature Esports podcast. We were going to talk about everything esports, including iRacing, setups, gaming systems, and stuff like that. But I think my voice might not hold off for that, so might have to take the night, and we might have to just start it tomorrow. I'm okay with that. Dega in Texas, Brian Curry out there. Thank you very much. That's what I thought we were doing. We will be involved with that. So, but Matt Lovett out front by 11 and almost 12 seconds over the 3 Edsel right there. 4-second difference between he and second place. Back and follow along as a commanding lead for the 41 of Matt Lovett. There is the 3 of Hayes. The 317 of Edsel right there. Josh Klinger in fourth. There is Josh Klinger. He is got some traffic. There's Jake Elrod. Looks like a little bit of lap traffic. Someone blinking in and out right there. Whoa. Gonna make somebody interested. There's the 69 back there. That is Gregory Turner. 1 lap down. Lap traffic in the mix. There is the 17 and the 14. They are there. And I'm not sure if they're just conserving tires or, but 14 climbing the field and doing a great job at it. There is the 17 and the 14. The 2 Black Horse Auto Transport Toyotas on the field, teammates moving along. All right, and then on back from them, there's the 13 coming in. The pit cycle's about to be completed. As you're seeing everybody come down pit road, the 69 looks like he's coming in to make some adjustments. He's blinking in and out just a little bit. Pit road getting busy. Leader came down to pit road as well, so some people getting their lamps back, and looks like Matt Lovett is going to have a little bit of time to catch Josh Klinger and Jake Elrod, those guys out front a little bit. 53 laps on their tires. 53 laps on Josh Klinger's tires and 50 laps on Jake Elrod's. Ryan Dipple out there, Donald Wooten. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 currently. Guys on the older tires. Brandon Wallace, 1 lap down. Matt Lovett getting a lap back. He is catching up quick, fast, in a hurry, though. As we're going to take a look what was going on with him. There he is, hauling down on the bottom of the line. Get the 4 coming in for his pit stop of Brandon Wallace coming back out there. Front stretch. Turn 4 into the front stretch for the 41 as he is out there to complete some laps. I appreciate all the new follows as well. It's like every time that I get on, I have like 4 or 5 more follows every day. So I appreciate all of that. Kyle Lawrence out there. K2RCB. Owagan. OE Gangsta 23. I'm sorry if I don't say it right. Sometimes I have to look at it over here. I've got a smaller screen that shows me all my new subscribers. I appreciate that. Big Frank 311 out there, and Slim XP. Remember I talked about you the other day. Shadow Hunter became a Prime subscriber on Twitch. If you want to do that, make sure you go down there. It's just a little fee. It helps go to the cause. It helps pay for all the extra stuff, and then I donate what's left every month to a charity of my choice. There's Matt Lovett, currently up to second place after Jake Elrod is still out there. Josh Klinger came on the pit road. Donald Wooten in third, 11.5 seconds behind. Donald Wooten on 57 lap tires. Looks like he is on pit road, so he's going to fall back into place. If things cycle around the way that I think they're going to cycle around, that's going to put the field 1 lap down from Matt Lovett right there, all except for looks like Kevin Hayes, Michael Bloom, and maybe Jonathan Edsel. So we're going to see how things shake up. Jake Elrod and Donald Wooten on pit road. Jake Elrod about to come out here in just a moment. Caution does come out, so that kind of saves Jake Elrod right there. Kevin Hayes the 3. No doubt somebody going to get some lap backs. We're going to see where that caution happened and why it happened. Dang old cautions, long green flag stop. And here goes. This was the 69 of Gregory Turner. He is currently 6 laps down. And it says he went off track, and I'm not sure why. Maybe he got a little bit loose on those fresher tires. Oh, comes up high. You see him how high he got into the track right there. And oh, not sure what happened there. We're gonna wait and see what happens here. Is it right here? This is lamps. Oh, he gets turned, and that's what causes the caution. So that's how that goes. Slides down there on pit road. We'll get a entering pit roads unsafely. That's how that works. All right. Back to it again. Back to your race leader. Back to live conditions. Matt Lovett back on pit road. And so, kind of wondering what's going on there. Jonathan Edsel has to come to pit road. There's Kevin Ace. 10 laps on his tires. Something going on there, possibly. Matt Lovett was out there by a Kentucky mile, and he's coming back to pit road. He was out there so far that he had time for another pit stop. Car on the oldest tires. That's going to be the 04 of Jonathan Edsel. And he is on 24-lap tires, but comes to pit road. Caleb Bloom on pit road as well. Jake Elrod out there on 3-lap tires. Jim Edsel, well, we know that Jake Elrod was on pit road. So something for him to work with. Jim Edsel out there, and then Ryan Dipple. As things cycle around, it's about to get nice and interesting. Halfway through the race. Let me get that driver long out of there, get that one out of there, and race summary for you. Iowa Speedway, your race leader, Matt Lovett. 61 laps completed, 69 left to go. Only 2 cautions so far right here. So very clean racing and a whole lot of fun. Up to the text channels. Let's go see where Matt Lovett is. Currently looking at him right there, the number 41, Matt Lovett. You got a copy?
Hi, there, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm a little froggy right here in my throat, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How is the track for you? You seem to be pulling away from everybody. I mean, you almost lapped the field there. If the caution had come out just a little bit later, you probably would have. It would have come out that way. How is the track for you?
It's as good as it's gonna get. It feels good. It's really loose for the first couple laps, but other than that, it gets really tight. It's slow is fast here, man. I could have been mean and not pitted there and had all those guys a lap down, but I didn't want to do that. So I went ahead and took my 4 fresh tires and let them get their laps back.
Well, you're definitely a sportsman, and you've got a couple of guys right behind you on the same lap tires with you as well. So maybe some good competition coming your way. Hopefully these guys get the opportunity to race back up there. And it's very, very kind of you. You just kind of pulled away from it. Kind of the same that happened last week at Eldora. You just kind of drove around the field like it was just there for you.
It's experience, man. Eventually these guys they'll get quicker as they get more experience, and it should be a lot more interesting here in the years to come. But I'm having a good time, man. I can't complain too much.
Well, you're doing a great job, and you're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here very shortly. Lights are off on the pace car for you. I'll put you back in your channel, and good luck, my friend.
Thank you, buddy. Enjoy.
There he is, the 41 of Matt Lovett out there. Doing a great job trying to keep the Bristol Boys Racing going. He and Don Wooten out there chatting on the same team. 41, 3, 17, the 04, and the 4. That's your top 5. And a big old thank you for the warm drink. 41 right there. Pace cars on pit road. They get tightened up. 41 out front. There's the 3 and the 17 to Klinger. And early hard racing. And I believe that Matt Lovett might have a little bit of company for a little while. If they get somebody out in front of him, if anybody can catch up to him, then there will be some good some good laps to be had. There is the 41 of Matt Lovett. He has got a half-second lead already, 0.6 of a second coming across the line. Ooh, Matt Lovett just blinkety-blinks just a little bit. We can cover that in a blinkety-blink. I appreciate everybody out there still watching on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. I see all of your views out there. Make sure that you, again, start our watch party. Get everybody involved. Share the stream. Host the stream on Twitch. I try to do that quite a bit, too, whenever I'm not broadcasting, or if I will pick somebody's stream that if you follow me, I follow you. CJ Anderson getting a shout out there from Tina. Appreciate you. Tina out there watching. There he is. There's the 32 right there on the outside of the 14. CJ Anderson being one lap down right there. There's the 181 there as well. The 181 on the lead lap in 6th place. So CJ Anderson trying to get up there. Josh Klinger up there as well by the race leader, 1 lap down. So he's the lucky dog candidate right now. Matt Lovett, the 3 and a 13 of blue. That's your top 3. There he goes. CJ making a move. Going around everybody, doing a great job. There's the 181 trying to make it interesting. Ryan Dipple trying to go to the inside of the 32 right there. Harder racing as they come around to complete lap 70. Back up to the race leader. There he is. Matt Lovett out by almost a full second over the 3 of Kevin Haas. I'm going to have to ask him. So I'm going to say, whoa, somebody gets into the wall back there. The 04 comes hard, slams up into the wall. Hard contact as green flag conditions still continue. Here's a look at what just happened there. He was coming down hard on the inside. And when he slid back up, got loose, almost took out the 4. Good job by the extra traffic kind of checking up right there. The 04 hard into the wall. Back up to the race leader as we continue to go green flag racing. Live conditions still going. And a lot of fun for Matt Lovett, still trying to drive away. He's got those 4 fresh feel goods with 12 laps on him. Now 13 laps on him. There's lap 73 underway from Iowa. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. There is a 3, 1.2 seconds back. Josh Klinger just trying to stay up there to get his lap back if it gets another caution. The 04 of Edsel on pit road. And CJ Anderson back there. He's moved up another spot. Edsel is 2 laps down. Gregory Turner in the 69, 5 laps down. Gained a lap back on that last one. Doing a good job. Still on the track. So everybody that started the race is still on the track, so that's always a plus. Jonathan Edsel, the 04 out of Indiana, falls another lap down. CJ Anderson, last car to be 1 lap down. 4 cars not on the lead lap right now. I'm sorry, 4 cars 1 lap down right now. Klinger, Wallace, Wooten, and Anderson. Matt Lovett out front. Let's go to the 01. Where is he at? There is the 317 right there, and that's Chevrolet. He is making things move as best he can, about 6 seconds off the race leader. About 4.5 seconds off of second place. 14 of Jake Elrod right there as well. He's got Ryan Dipple out of New York right behind him. So the Georgia boy and the New York boy, all the East Coast drivers, trying to fight for 4th and 5th place. Sorry, 5th and 6th place right here. So that Kodak film chasing a Georgia Bulldog. Coming to the front stretch. Those guys are the last cars on the lead lap, about 10 seconds off of the race leader, about 9.5 seconds as Jake Elrod makes a high line, moved right down to the backstretch. Carries a high line groove with some speed. runs the middle line on the turn 3 entrance on the exit of turn 4. Just trying to be comfortable and not wear tires, it looks like. There is Jake Elrod. Ryan Dipple to 0-4, in and out for repairs. Follows 6 laps down. Gregory Turner up now. Another spot. CJ Anderson 10th. Donald Wooten to 0-1-5. My race controller. Here he is. He's got the 13 of Caleb Bloom. Caleb Blum out of Florida right behind him, 3rd place. Trying to get around Wooten, but Donald looks like he is on fresher tires. Or he may not be on fresher tires, but he is driving quite nicely, not trying to get in the way, but definitely not going to give up his position very easily. He is running a higher line, so the 13 is going to have to use that lower line. Ooh, Wooten gets a little blankety-blink going on there. CJ looking to get his lap back. Got a cheer out there as well. Mike Roller on Facebook. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for watching. There's the 13 getting right to the rear quarter panel of the 15 to 0-1-5. You see him doing it. He is going to use that bottom line and try to get in front of that Toyota. So a Ford and a Toyota, they may not be fighting each other. The highlight just seems to be working for Donald Wooten a little bit better. He is putting a little bit better lap times in than the 13. Let's check in on our race leader and see how he's doing. There he is. 3.1 seconds out over 3rd place, so gaining that lead back. But Bloom, who was 5.5 seconds off of 2nd place, is now almost matched that relative again. He had gained a little bit of ground, but no doubt running there with Donald Wooten, trying to get his stuff together. So that is how it's working. Vocal break coming up. Keep watching. I want to put it on the Sounds of iRacing. And you are looking at him right there, the race leader, Matt Lovett. 4.2 seconds now out over Mr. Haas. He lost a little bit of ground right there. He's got some lap traffic about to be contended with. And we take a long look at the entrance of turn 1. We're going to follow along like this for a moment so you can see how the track turns. This should be a soap opera for iRacing, how the track turns. Because believe it or not, we see it quite a bit. Lap 89 about to be completed. As you see, Matt Lovett commanding lead about 0.2 slower than second place on that lap. So maybe Kevin trying to gain some ground with about 40 laps to go when the race leader comes across the stripe. There is the 69 of Gregory Turner out there turning some laps, trying to get that back. C.J. Anderson still out there. He went another lap down, so 2 laps down for Mr. 32. There is the 69 trying to go high for the race leader, doing a great job staying out of the way, because that Lovett train is moving through. Let's go back and check on the number 13, Mr. Bloom. He's about 6.5 seconds off of, or 5.5 seconds off of second place. Almost looks like 6 seconds now as things do make their relative out. Strong third place showing for him so far. That shock top Ford F-150. If you like Belgian whites, you will like shock top. Make sure you drink responsibly, and I think the only time that's appropriate to drink and drive is behind the sim racing rig. So never do it in person, because that's just terrible. There's a group of drivers. There is C.J. Anderson trying to make his way through. Looks like a little bit of traffic right there. There's the 4. Whoa, up there, C.J. Anderson kind of has to slide up high just a little bit. Almost gets into the back of the 17, but does a good job checking up right there. So great control. These guys do this for... Ooh, CJ gets into the wall just a little bit. CJ on 31 lap tires. So as those tires wear, this Illinois driver sees a little bit of right side damage. Love that paint scheme. Well, he gets into it again. I wonder if he's got some other things going on with that truck. Maybe the damage is causing him to not be able to turn quite as nicely. 2 laps down for C.J. Anderson, as you see the relative right there. Josh Klinger falls to 8th place. Brandon Wallace in that Ford machine passes him. So 3 cars not on the lead lap right now. And you see them right there. They are running as hard as they can, but lap 95 about to be in the books for the race leader, who is still 6.5 seconds out over second place and climbing. Not climbing as he did in the first long green flag set. And no doubt pits are going to happen at some point. Jim Etzel is one of those drivers. He's on pit road right now. 45 laps on his tires, trying to put himself in contention for a win. Goes 1 lap down, and that puts Brandon Wallace and Josh Klinger up a little bit in front of him. Jake Elrod goes a lap down. He is on pit road for his pit road green flag stop. 98. Lap 98 being completed by Matt Lovett. Edsel now 2 laps down. Brandon Wallace out there as well. Brandon Wallace passes the field. C.J. Anderson on pit road as we speak. Take a long look at pit road, and we're going to see what happens. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. C.J. Anderson coming into pit road right there. Here he is making his stop. Morning Star Chevy getting some dings and a little bit of damage taken out of it. Who else is on? Nobody else is on pit. Oh, Josh Klinger's on pit road. There he is, coming down in that Black Horse Auto Transport Toyota. There he is, Todd Klinger. His father, this guy's out of California, currently a resident at Duke University, Mr. Josh Klinger. As we go back to green, there is C.J. Anderson out there. He's got a little bit of right side damage. I like the back of his bumper. Suck it up, Buttercup. Things do happen. It is iRacing, and it is iRacing at its finest. As you see the long look at the stretch right there. This fresher tire is going to come into play right here with a 0.4 of Jonathan Etzel, the Indiana native. He is out there. Caleb Blum, he's on pit road right now, it looks like. I'm taking a look at that relative correctly. Back a couple of spots. There he goes. Lap 102 being completed. Race leader Matt Lovett on pit road right now. So it looks like Kevin Haas. I want to say it's Haas because it's spelled like the Haas avocado. So I just want to. I'm gonna go like that, and he can correct me later. Kevin Haas, number 3, out front. The Indiana native. Ryan Dipple on pit road. New York native as well. Matt Lovett out there. I don't know if he took 2 tires or if he took 4, but he is there as Mr. Haas is on 43 lap tires. There he is on pit road, so he led a few laps right there, trying to put the race leader a lap or 2 down. Matt Lovett about to be back out front, though, as the 3 comes down pit road. And he's going to have Donald Wooten in his tracks. Donald Wooten there to get some green flag runs in. There's the 41 and the 14 going inside the 04. There is the 181. Things are going to cycle back around, and we're going to see how things get chased. Jake Elrod a lap down. Right behind the race leader. And actually, I take that back. He is going to be on the lead lap as things cycle around and the relatives correct each other. Josh Klinger right there as well. He is back on the lead lap, it looks like. He is on 6 lap tires. Last car on the lead lap, trying to get up to speed now. Everything comes back around. We start checking up. There is the 41. There is the 32. CJ Anderson 2 laps down to the race leader. Now that the relatives all fixed itself, there are 6 cars on the lead lap after the pit stops. As Caleb Blum and Kevin Haas and Jim Edsel are being tracked down by the race leader. Matt Lovett out front by a whole bunch, 11 seconds, but Brandon Wallace, that 4 car, and Donald Wooten, they are just trying to hold on to what they have here to make sure that they continue to race, and they're hoping for a late caution here, I'm sure of it, as those guys are working together. Brandon Wallace on pit road now, so Donald Wooten, the last car to have the opportunity to pit, and hasn't done so just yet. Carolina driver right there trying to hold on to second place for as long as possible. And it's going to have Josh Klinger to his inside right there. Donald Wooten, the 015. 13 seconds off the race leader. And Bloom catching up really, really, really fast. So we're going to see how that goes as the 015 is doing his duty. 51 laps on Donald Wooten's tires, 8 laps on Caleb. You're going to see that make a big difference. But Donald Wooten holding on to it. There is the 13 of Bloom. He's going the outside of Kevin Haas out of Indiana. And that relative, actually, Donald Wooten is not doing too bad. I'm going to tip my hat to him for what he is doing. He is holding on to the best of his ability. 20 laps to go whenever the leader comes across the stripe this time. As lap 110 is being completed under green flag conditions. There is the 13 and the 3. Those guys are Florida, Indiana drivers. They are trying to battle each other for 3rd and 4th position. The 3 has held that relative for himself. There they are catching up to Donald Wooten. Donald Wooten trying to finish strong. Comes around to the front stretch. There's 20 to go for those drivers right there. Matt Lovett out there by 20 seconds. He is almost catching these guys. Donald Wooten seceding to the traffic, just trying to get himself some more laps, and he's not running bad laps for being on as old tires as he is, using that high line to his advantage. Probably. Thank you, Mr. Woolley out there. VP Woolley Tell CJ to go faster. You think it'll help? Yeah. He is 3 laps down. And that is just the way it has gone. There is CJ Anderson, the number 32. Good, nice buddy to sit there and chat with and some conversations with him. Mr. Woolley out there, appreciate you. You're going to be broadcasting with me very shortly. As things with the Thunder Series are going to get underway, but not to take away from the advantage. There he is, Matt Lovett, passing almost the entire field. He is past 5th place now, so Jim Edsel is a lap down. If I could tell CJ to go faster, Tina, I would. And I think the only way to get his laps back right now is to just have a slight slide up in the wrong direction. No, I'm totally kidding. 41 of Matt Lovett out front. There's the 3 to 13. Those guys are your top 3. And the distance between the two. Donald Wooden now coming down to pit road as he was hoping for a late caution. Didn't get it, so he goes a lap down. Last car on the lead lap is this guy right here, and he is currently sitting 3rd. Matt Lovett, Kevin Haas, and Caleb Bloom. Mid-South, Indiana, and Florida. That's where they're from. They are making things interesting. He's trying. I think Matt Lovett's trying to pass the field now. I do think he's making that attempt. I'm going to ask him. Should cue him up right now. Matt Lovett, you got a cop? No, I'm not going to do that to him. I wouldn't do that. Anyway, there he is, Matt Lovett out front. There is the 13 of Bloom in that shock top Ford F-150. Talk about Mr. Haas. Mr. Haas. I'm going to ask him because I don't like not knowing. If he has family out there watching, if you know how to do it, you can put it in the chat. I would love to know. There is that 3 out there in that fantastic Chevrolet. I do like the Chevrolets. They say the Toyotas drive faster and they drive a better line, but I don't think that makes a difference. I just like the way the Chevys look. So I'm rooting for you. Go get that Toyota. There he is, the 3. He's got Klinger right in front of him. It looks like Klinger a lap down. On the race leader, currently running 7th position. Jim Edsel is in 4th. Ryan Dipple 5th. Jake Elrod, that Georgia Bulldog, he is sitting there 7th. So 7th and 8th for the Black Horse Auto Transport team. As the leader comes around, Matt Lovett. There he is. It's going to be 10 to go right here from Iowa Speedway. My throat is starting to shake up now. My throat's starting to shake up and be a little bit looser. It's terrible. I has to do it at the end of the session. I don't know. It's crazy. Appreciate the hot tea that I was given to correct my stuff, or hot coffee, not tea, coffee. Matt Lovett out front by a whole track. Basically almost a whole track. His last lap was 20. Here's how it shakes out. So his last lap was a 24.755, and he is currently 20.66 seconds over 2nd place. 3rd place is about to be in his sights. He is about to be 2 seconds. He could probably, let's see if we can look at it from his cockpit view. He can probably almost see the 13. Where he's getting, whoa, he gets hit 32. Boy, that was, holy goodness gracious. Caution's going to come out. We're going to have at least a green-white checker. And I was totally kidding. Totally kidding. Let's go back to it. We're going to see what happened there. There was the 17, there's the 32. 17 right there, 32. There's the 3. I am not sure what happened. 17 going around. There's the 3. Oh, the 3 hops up. That's how it goes. 32 got taken out. I don't know what happened there. Oh, there's the 13. There's everybody. Everybody's dying. Because we were in the cockpit view, I wasn't sure what happened. And I was like, hopefully, like, CJ wasn't listening to what I was saying. I was completely joking. Don't do that. Now he's going to go to pit road and get some repairs. Tough luck for the 32 right there. He didn't look like he was having a good time. Had the 3 kind of climb. The 3 kind of four-wheel drived up on his butt. It's kind of, I say butt, I meant rear. All right, the 3 on pit road now, and that's some damage for. It was tough luck for him as well. That was it was a good run. He was sitting at 3rd. And Jim Edsel, Caleb Bloom out there. Let's see. Klinger to be on the lead lap. Matt Lovett went in for some tires. Here's CJ Anderson coming down to pit road. Here's everybody else sitting in front of Matt Lovett. Matt Lovett, current race leader, 5 to go, under caution, and we're going to have a natural green and white checker, I believe. When we go back to green, we're going to have 2 or 3 laps to go. Matt Lovett, Edsel Blum, so the 41, 317, 13. Then we got the 181, 14, 17, 4, the 015, the 3, the 32, the 04, and the 69. That is, if you're playing lottery numbers, just pick any combination of those numbers and you might win something. Looks like we got 3 drivers looking for a wave around. There's the 317 right there. Klinger looking like he was going to come down pit road, but he fakes it out. So let's see what we're going to do. There we go. Some free pass cars. Matt Lovett, there he is. 4 to go. I hope everybody's having a fantastic evening out there. I know that I'm having a fantastic evening with all of you. And you guys are absolutely amazing. You make what I do fun. Make sure that you go and you like and share and subscribe and do all of that stuff. Rewatch all of the videos. Chat it up. The more that you chat it up, the more recognition that I get. And it's the algorithm that Facebook and Twitch and all of those people see. Make sure you do that. All the unique chats give us more views and puts us at the top of the list when it comes to certain things. That is how it works. So we try to make sure that we bring in the entertainment for you. And pretty uneventful race. Only 3 cautions it looks like so far. Let's take a look at a race summary brought to you by me. How's everybody doing? Race summary. Matt Lovett, your race leader. 127 laps complete. 3 laps remaining. 5 lead changes, and those will usually happen under green flag stops. 3 cautions for 15 laps. So when we go back to green, we're going to have 2 to go. And now that everything's cycling around, we're going to see who's going to be on the lead lap. Your lucky dog for that round was Josh Klinger, and he's going to start at the tail end of the field. He is your Signature Esports NVIDIA lucky dog, right there behind Donald Wooten. So at least a top 5 finish on the lead lap for him. Back up to the race leader. Lights are off on the pace car. Side by side, the 41 and the 69. Caleb Blum out there, the 28 lap tires on him. But Matt Lovett has some fresh tires. And we are now 2 to go right here from Iowa. Green flag waves. Matt Lovett commanding lead already. 2.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds. That relative is just climbing. He's going to come around turn 3 and the exit of turn 4, and he is going to hit the white flag. And no more cautions count. There it is. There's the white flag waving right here. Final lap going on. There is Matt Lovett. You see the distance, 4.5 seconds. And he is on his way down to the backstretch. Caleb Bloom, we're going to see what's happening right here. 181 and the 13 fighting it out back there for second and third. There he is. He's coming around the front stretch, and there's your winner, Matt Lovett. Kind of blinked a little bit there. Apologize about that. Ryan Dipple is going to come in second place. I didn't get to see how that ended up. He's kind of bounced around a little bit. So there he is, Matt Lovett, your race winner. Congratulations to him as things are wrapped up in the books, so to speak. Here he goes. There's that Toyota. He's going to come around and celebrate. Let's take a look at our race summary real quick, or our results. Oh, we have to show the burnout. Let's see if he does a burnout. There he is. Burnout done for him. In the cockpit. There he is, climbing the hill to Iowa. Nice long celebration for him as we're going to take a look at our race results. Matt Lovett's going to be your race winner. The 181 of Ryan Dipple out there comes in second. The 13 of Caleb Blum. Those guys had a nice battle there at the end. Jake Elrod, they're in fourth with his teammate Josh Klinger right behind him. So Dark Horse Racing Team fourth and fifth. Brandon Wallace finishes sixth. Jim Etzel in seventh. Donald Wooten in eighth. C.J. Anderson, Cody Anderson in ninth, and Jonathan Etzel in 10th. And then we're going to go all the way back to the last page. Gregory Turner, the 69, had a nice run out there. And then the 3 climbs the back of the 32 for a 12th place finish back there in 8th. You're welcome, Tina. I appreciate you very much. Brandy Rogers, big old yay flag out there. Thank you very much. Appreciate that as well. Let's go and talk to him. We got to talk to him. That's of course got to be what we do. Take him into the broadcast booth and say, buddy, you just kind of drove away with it. There's the 41 of Matt Lovett. Congratulations on the win. At one point, you had almost lapped the entire field.
I appreciate it, buddy. It was a lot of fun tonight. I don't know what happened on the last race, so I don't know why they put everyone in, all the lap car or the lead lap cars or the lead cars behind all the lap cars. So I was kind of confused. But other than that, it was a good race, very clean race. So I can't complain too much.
Yeah, Lenny, I believe it was 3 cautions. We pull it back up again. 3 cautions for the entire race and 130 laps. It's usually tough to do when it comes to these short miles right here. So. It was a very fun, very entertaining race to watch. You got to pull away, got to talk about a lot of drivers because you were so far ahead that there was no action up there. So, but congratulations once again. Anyone you give a shout out to?
Thank you for everything you do, man. Get some rest. Thanks for the admins and everyone that allowed me to run here tonight. I appreciate everybody. You guys have a good one.
Absolutely. 2 weeks in a row. That's 2 wins in a row for you. So looks like you're going to climb the standings. You were sitting, I believe, in second here just whenever I looked a little bit ago. So that might put you I think that's going to put you to the top of the standings. So congratulations on that. And you have a fantastic rest of your evening.
You too, buddy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Matt Lovett, your race winner right there. And we're going to sit there and give him a big old round of applause for what he does. And move him over. There he is. There he goes. All right, we're going to come back. And we're going to talk to this guy right here with me, CJ or Cody Anderson, the number 32 machine. Buddy, it looked like you got climbed there a little bit from the 3. You had a little bit of trouble on the track today. How'd your race go? And you've got some fans out there that want to talk about that want to hear from you.
I think we got some net code issues there that happened there. I feel really bad for getting into the 3 and ruining his day. He was running really strong all day.
Well, I think you might be right there. It looked like you guys didn't look like you touched it. It looked like he actually climbed you like an SUV, if that makes sense. If you imagine rock climbing on the track going 140 miles an hour, that's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah, coming out of turn two, that wall just sucks you in no matter what you're doing, and I think that's what it was. I know we were all fighting tires at that point. It was just tough place, tough time.
Well, other than that, it was a very clean race, and you still look good doing it. I do like that Morningstar paint scheme that you have out there.
Thank you very much for creating it, buddy.
Absolutely, I have to talk about your paint scheme all the time. That's like my favorite paint scheme I've made. So, congratulations on a successful race, and we're gonna update the point standings for you. And you have a great rest of the evening. Give a shout out to all your fans out there. You've got Tina out there, of course, that wants to say hello.
Um, Thank you, Jason, for all you do, buddy.
You're welcome, buddy. CJ Anderson, the number 32 machine, always doing a great job, and he's a great guy. Great guy. All right, back to the general, and we are just going to drop down here to the teammates. Jake Elrod and Josh Klinger. I'm going to bring you both into the broadcast booth at the same time. Guys, how'd your race turn out? Fourth and fifth, respectfully for you guys after that last caution.
You do know you're in GBR, right?
Yes, I do.
Does it matter?
No,
Okay.
I know where I'm at. I came down to you. I promise.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I told Josh because I spun out before the race started. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Sure did.
I was trying to get something to drink, and I wasn't paying attention. And I gassed it, and I was in first gear, and so I had to pit on that first caution, and I had about 2.5 laps of fuel more than everybody else. So I was like, Josh, if you got to pit, I'm gonna try to stretch it. And then that caution came out, and it just kind of played out from there. I just kind of stayed where I was, and I ended up being I don't even know where I finished, but
Fourth place finish for you. That's not bad.
yeah, I mean, I just kept going.
And back to you, Klinger. Are you still there, buddy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right. You were a lap down, so you were the lucky dog on that last caution, and that puts you back up there in contention. You did have to fight a little bit of lap traffic on the last couple of laps, but how would your race go for you with your Black Horse Auto Transport Toyota?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, once we saw that Matt was kind of just taking the whole field by storm, it was a race for second place, and I was running third for a bit, and I figured I could hold on to it, but this track eats tires, so I had to pit early, like Jake was saying, and I kind of messed with the strategy a little bit. And at one point, I was 2 laps down, so I'm more than happy to come home with the top 5 out of that.
Top 5 is not bad, being that Matt Levitt was dominant, but you guys seemed to, whenever you guys got to connect, it seemed like you guys worked well together, and then once you got separated, it seemed like you guys were off the page just a little bit. But it was a good race. I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I appreciate all of the Go Bananas Racing. And we got 4 drivers in your room right now, and we appreciate every single one of you guys for what you do.
Yeah, we got the cheater. He's in here too, so.
Yeah, Bradley
we'll
Jacob Dunson.
Yeah. Well, no. We got Matt Lovett in here. We'll have to see him at the inspection table.
No, that's what I mean. Bradley Jacob Dunson on Facebook said that Matt Levitt was cheating. That's why.
Oh yeah.
So, but Matt did a great job. Everybody did a great job out there. Congratulations on a successful race. We guys will see you next week, and then I know you guys are going to be a part of some more races this week. So
yeah, we're looking forward to Signature getting kicked off this week.
Yeah,
we're ready for that. So.
The Signature E NASCAR Cup Series. We've got a recruitment race for the No Limit Thunder Series Truck Series, and then I do believe we're going to try to pull off a couple of recruitment races for the Wheelins and for the Dirt Street Stock. So we're gonna have a lot of racing going on this week, and you guys will be a part of it.
Yep,
as
we
always.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely appreciate everybody out there, and I appreciate everybody in that channel. I kind of just joined their channel instead of having to drag them all individually. I just went, bam, here I am. All right, Untouchable Mike out there, I appreciate you. Pop the cans, absolutely, and then he gave me a big thank you. I do thank all of you as well, and I appreciate everything that you do, and then everybody out there, all the drivers, all the leagues that I'm a part of. I do get paid to do this kind of stuff, and it's really, really, really nice to be able to do what you want for fun and for, some extra cash. And I try to make sure that what I do for the extra cash goes to a good cause. Not necessarily anything that I have to worry about, but we try to make sure we take care of our local charities. And then, of course, a program that I've worked on and that we're going to continue to develop, the PCs for drivers. If you're on my Twitch page, go down in the About section. There's a link in there that says donate, and you can donate to the drivers for PCs. Through that, it goes straight to the PayPal, and we donate to build PCs for drivers who need them. We see a lot of guys out here that you get relationships with, and someone nominates them for it. There's a process they have to go through, and they, of course, have to be eligible for it. So we appreciate everybody out there, and thank you very much. Jason over here at Signature Esports. That is what I do. I enjoyed it. Matt Lovett, your race winner right here with the Saturday Night Fever Truck Series. Go back, rewatch it, start another watch party. Give it a like, give it a share. Find us on all our platforms. Go to signatureesports.com to find out more information about us. You can get a hold of me through there as well. Signature Esports on Facebook. Signature Media on Twitter, Signature Media Esports Broadcasting on YouTube, and then, of course, and always, Signature Esports on Instagram. My Twitch has changed. Don't believe the Twitch handle right there, the one that says JL Follow. It's actually, we had it changed to Signature Esports, so twitch.tv/Signature Esports. So you're going to hear that from now on. I appreciate all of you, and thank you very much. We will see you again very shortly. If my voice straightens up, I might do the podcast tonight. If not, I'll do it tomorrow, and we look forward to hearing from all of you. And we will talk about everything esports, not just iRacing. We're going to talk about gear that you can use and, just have a lot of fun with it and, try to be as structured as we can. Thank you. Have a good night.